What's up, you guys? Good to see you here on Grassroots Gardening. Summertime is here. It's 92 degrees today, and I've got a very special video for you guys today. We're going to do a complete garden tour, as well as we've got a YouTube star, Mr. Greg Wittstock, the pond guy, who might already be here. We're going to go find him in a second, and they're going to check out our aquascapes that our buddies with Amen Corner Ponds has built, so it should be a very exciting day. And I see they've got our little koi pond all cleaned up here. Man, it is just absolutely beautiful today, you guys. Let's go see who we can find.
Yeah. To walk around down here explaining this.
Hey, did you bring your sheriff get up?
I did.
Did you?
Yeah, let's put it. I'll put it on. Are you kidding me? The water lily sheriff is always alive and well.
Yeah.
Do you have water lilies?
We do.
Well, the water lily sheriff is going to weigh in and see if you're actually doing the water lilies correctly.
Uh-oh, Ethan. Uh-oh. Hope y'all got it ready.
Hey, we're ready.
Come on, these boys stay on ready.
For you for hosting us.
Awesome, man.
Yes. What are you, large?
Large, yes, sir.
Okay, so we've got.
Seem to be extra large if I keep eating tacos.
Well, let's see. We got a large. Let's see what we got here. Oh, do you like this shirt?
Yeah, I love that.
I'll let you have your choice. Let's see what's this shirt,
That's
Bobby?
the Turtle Rescue.
Oh my gosh, these are.
Y'all got all kind of cool stuff.
Well, they bring all this
Y'all
stuff.
come-
Oh, wait till
y'all
you
come
see what
loaded,
let me
man.
see what I'm about to pull out of here.
All right.
Okay, so this is. Do you have koi fish for sale here?
No, we don't sell
Just
koi.
the aquatic plants, huh?
Yep. We do have koi, and we had a lot more, but something got some of them.
Could have been a heron. Could have been a mink.
That
Could have
well,
been an otter out here.
I think raccoon. Oh,
Okay.
that's perfect. Love it.
We got the pond guy, the Japanese merch, and then you said you had lilies.
Yep.
And so we are going to put on.
The sheriff's in town.
Yeah, I gotta put my sheriff shirt on. Up there. Look, you got my hat. Look at this.
Heck yeah.
So here we go.
That's what I like about you, Greg. You don't play around, man.
Well, here's what I like. I like educating people on doing things correctly, and this is a garden center, and you sell lilies, and I could guarantee you the majority of people that do their water lilies don't know how to take care of them because they haven't had a pond before.
Nope. And it's so easy. I was
go.
watching your video just today, and it's like, in what, a minute and a half, you had repotted an entire lily. It's
and
easy.
You should do that. You should do that every year, every other year, every year to every other year, depending on how big the pot is. So let's go up there and check them out.
All right, let's go, Sheriff. Check it out, guys. Got my very own pond guy t-shirt Mr. Greg just gave me. So they're gonna just do a bunch of filming of all of Ethan's aquascapes that he's done here at Grassroots, as well as all over the CSRA. So go check out Greg Wittstock, the pond guy. He's got a mega YouTube channel. I'm sure the video will be out here in the near future, so definitely want to check that out. And let's get back to the garden tour.
Oh, wait, picture.
Yeah, photo and then perfect. Yeah.
We water lily in a pond yesterday, and I had to get in. And I was like, why don't I just drop water lilies off every day? This is awesome.
For real. And look at the size of that. That is a healthy plant. It's a blooming plant. And it's because it's in a large fabric pot. And I'm guessing you fertilize this?
Yep.
Fertilized, and it looks absolutely beautiful. I think that's a Colorado water lily right there. And it's going to get huge. In fact, you're going to have to move it out slowly. And the handles on those fabric pots allow you to do this. Water lily sheriff approved, my man. Good work. I love it. So Ethan, you actually tucked in a little because this was a drainage area.
Yeah.
So
this was actually Ryan.
Yeah.
Ryan, after working with us a little bit, he was like, got it. And we got him some aqua blocks and some liner.
The liner, and so this is where you do your aquatic plants. So people walk in.
I'll take responsibility for all the liner, showing, and the.
Yeah, but you know what's very pragmatic.
It works.
It works.
These barrels came out of the trash.
Cut the barrels. And
Yeah, so they came in the landfill, so we cut them in half.
So just so you know, these are what the pitcher plants look like when you get them from the nursery. This is a really nice aquatic plant display.
It works, you know, just trying to take advantage of the space.
In recycled
barrels.
And then here's your water lilies down here.
That's right.
So as you build this, oh look at this, it keeps going.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Born out of necessity. When they first built the place, the whole drainage off of the top here just washed through and just made this terrible gully basically.
Okay.
And he was looking for a spot to do lilies, and so he was like, I'm going to build a frame, and he said, you drop a liner in and that'll be for our lilies. And then I was
So this
like,
is your
well,
lily trot that you sell out of. So
Yep.
let's go look at the lilies here. Here's how the lilies come from the grower.
Yep.
And this is how most people keep them in these little 1-gallon growing pots.
Yep.
And you can see it's already root bound right now. So the first year will do okay in your pond. The second year will be anemic, and by the third year, the third season, this plant will almost be dead. Every single season, you should transplant and refertilize your lilies and add soil, because the soil will disappear. So it comes like this from the garden center. Don't leave them like this in your pond. That's a note from the water lily show. Pond guy, Aquascape owner, Aquascape product. So if you don't have an auto doser in your pond, you should, because every water feature will benefit from this. So all the different water treatment options, your fish foods. Yeah. This is a little Aquascape corner at their garden center. Very nice garden center.
Hello. So welcome to Costa Rica in Graniteville.
Yeah.
So we this is where a lot of our more rare houseplants, we keep them out here, as well as the birds. We've got banana trees planted in the ground.
I will say this right now, beautiful garden center, and the favorite, biggest pitcher plant I have ever seen anywhere in my life is growing at your nursery.
That's awesome, man. We're proud of it.
This right here was worth the trip alone.
Is it sheriff approved?
I love this plant.
We feed it extra bugs. Ethan, amazing job, dude.
Hey, thanks for having us today,
Hey,
Ryan.
appreciate you, dude.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, they're super nice guys. That was really awesome to meet Greg Wittstock with the. So he is the actual owner and inventor and creator of Aquascape. So all of the materials that we use on our river, our creek, ponds, waterfalls, whatever, is all from that guy right there. So pretty neat, unique opportunity to meet the guy behind it all. Sure do appreciate them coming down. Now let's continue with the garden tour. Everything is in full bloom. It's beautiful. I don't even know where to start. So of course, the Aquascape team was thoroughly impressed with all of Ethan's work that he's done here at our nursery. This is our Dream Stream, which is a 150-foot creek. Flows down into a little meditation area that we'll take a look at in a minute. But look at the color on this Gables Glory Japanese maple. Even in May, still got beautiful color over here in a little semi-shade area. But this stream has just, I know I've said it a million times in past videos, but it just added so much to our little nursery here. Can't thank the guys enough at Kingdom Gardens for building this thing, decorating it, making it what it is today. Hey, while we're here, let's go ahead and we'll take a peek at the little meditation area right down here. Man, our wall is coming to life, you guys. So we got Confederate jasmine I showed you guys a few months ago. It was only 2 foot tall at the time, but it has really taken off. Dave put some slats on this privacy screen right here, so give the jasmine something to hold on to and grow up. Green giant thujas will cover this back wall here. This cherry has just gone nuts ever since we planted it, man. I tell you what, that thing has added on a couple feet of growth, both vertically and horizontally, giving us some shade down here in the meditation area, and it has grown super fast. Little dwarf pittosporum down there, some nandina. Gardenias are blooming. This is a pugster buddleia from Proven Winners. Another gardenia, another pugster. Oh man, we got wisteria growing up the arbor here now. Some distilium, some miscanthus right here. I believe this is adagio. Again, another little dwarf pittosporum. These work really good in a shady little area as to line your border. Some annuals such as your Dusty Miller, purple celosia, vinca, which is my go-to around here for the summer heat. Coral bark maple just putting on a show right here with its pretty red bark. Nice delicate green foliage, even putting on some seed pods right now. This cherry, if you go back and look at the spring video, this is Snow Fountain. This thing is just covered with white blooms. It's a weeping cherry. Really neat accent point plant here on the edge of this bed. Again, some more vinca, celosia, some junipers. This is a vitex that's going to bloom anytime now with beautiful purple blooms. Great pollinator plant. Pretty sure we did a video on this separately. Some nice barberry here, camellia. We've got ligustrums that are going to grow up and create a nice privacy screen in the back. Another upright cherry right here. I believe this is okami. We'll have its blooms in the springtime. We've got an Uncle Ghost Japanese maple tucked up here in the corner. Looks like Dave's going to plant some more dwarf pittosporum over here. This is a variegated osmanthus called Goshiki, another deer-proof plant. We've got, this looks like forest pansy, Cercis canadensis or redbud right here. We've got a geisha gone wild Japanese maple. Look at the color on those leaves. This is a variegated specimen. Some variegated anise, some liripe or monkey grass as folks like to commonly call it. Creeping raspberry, which I don't have a lot of experience with, but it's blooming, so maybe we'll actually have us some raspberries on this creeping raspberry vine right here. But it looks really cool planted amongst the rocks. We've got some spirea here, a Japanese magnolia, another vitex. We set up some picnic tables down here so folk, garden clubs and what have you, can come down here and have their meetings. Full sun hydrangea. This has got to be a blood good Japanese maple right here. This place just makes me fall in love with it all over again every time I walk through this area. And how could you not, with the running water, plants everywhere, nice shady little area. And even though we're hitting 92 today, it's just by the water just makes it feel cooler, because one, you can hear the water, and it's shaded. We've got a nice breeze. I love my job. Life don't get much better. Then of course, I know I filmed our koi pine a little bit while Greg was here, but our pitcher plants, he was very, very impressed with the size of those guys. They're kind of wrapping up their blooming period right now. We've got a beautiful water lily that's blooming. The ferns just look amazing. The canna, the Japanese maples all around. Fish are kind of holed up in the little Aquascape feature down there right now. Of course, Greg was in here kicking around, so I guess he scared him a little bit. The cattails, we call it alocasias coming up through the ground, that bubbling fountain. One of my favorite features of the whole place right here. Got some sweet potato vine planted, gardenia, drift rose, some daylilies that are blooming, and I believe this is a honey locust. Let's check and see, make sure I'm telling you guys. Yep, sunburst honey locust. I'm not very familiar with this tree, but I'm excited that Dave planted one right here. That way we can kind of watch it together and see what all it does. And then I wanted to show you guys this down here. I wish this was a little bit more vibrant as it was a few weeks ago, so that the Aquascape team could have seen it. But this is another beautiful pitcher plant. And of course, our nice big Crimson Queen Japanese maple up there at the head of the falls just kind of hides where the water comes out. And then this thing right here is just absolutely magnificent. We've got some different spireas and barberry that are finally fully leafed out, doing their thing. Some sunshine ligustrum, loropetalums. Oh, this whole place is just going off right now. Knockout roses are blooming. Buddleias are just now busting open wide. Butterflies are all over them, as well as pollinators. Drift roses. These have really done well for me in my yard. For a small plant, these things really put on a show all summer long. And I wish you guys we had smell-o-vision right now, because these little pugster butterfly bushes are super, super fragrant. And just look at the size of the panicle of blooms on these little guys. So these are a dwarf butterfly bush, about 2 foot by 2 foot. Can't go wrong with these in a dry, sunny location. Let's walk up here and check out our greenhouse, as well as our perennial and annual section. How you do today, sir?
Good, man. How are you?
Doing great. I'll take that for you.
Hey, I appreciate that.
I got you, buddy.
Even though I need the exercise.
Have a good one. Thank you. So we've got a lot of our aquatic plants in right now. Some water lettuce and a myriad of other things. Mandibellas are blooming their heads off right now. We've got phlox, all different varieties. Great perennial. The hibiscus will put on its bloom in about another month or so. We've got tree-formed roses. Uh-oh, we got a fountain sold, fellas? Are we putting one together?
We're trying to clean a few up.
Oh, okay.
Where they run.
I got you.
They're
turning a little greenish.
that, and they sell better when they're running.
They do.
Come on.
When folks can hear them and watch them, that's when they sell. And usually as soon as you put water in it, that's when they want it. Then you got to dump it out and load it up.
But it's all good.
All right, let's jump in the greenhouse real quick and see what's going on in here. House plants out, the yin yang, money trees, calathea, ZZ plants, philodendrons, aglaonemas, the really cool whale tails, a bunch of gasterias and sansevierias, some little hanging air plants, some air plants that you could hang in your house or put in terrariums. Oh man, look at these Rex begonias. What is this one? That's a Proven Winners. Space Age. Oh, I like that. We need that one at home, guys. Some peace lilies, caladiums, impatiens, begonias, carnivorous plants. You got your Venus flytraps as well as pitchers, hanging pinchers, geraniums. Oh man, this just goes on and on and on. Lots of different varieties of sedums, coleus, different sweet potato vines. This was the one down at the pond. Here's a darker leaf form of it, and here's a real funky leaf form called Sweet Caroline Medusa Green. This would look really good in a hanging basket. We might have to steal a couple of those. Here's a variegated one called Tricolor. Million Bells or Calibrachoa in the hanging baskets, as well as Weeping Vinca, geranium baskets. It just goes on and on and on, you guys. Oh, we got a couple of bougainvilleas in already. This is Dichondra, probably called Silver Falls. Makes a really nice, beautiful hanging basket. Let's pop out here and see if Miss Joy is here and tell us about all her new perennials. Oh, look at the lavender blooming. Now this, I don't know what this is, but I need it. Alstroemeria, Summer Heat. Oh, look at the cool color on that bloom. Lots of different annuals, of course, this time of year. More vincas and cosmos and zinnias and celosia, daylilies. Lots of Proven Winners annuals. These are all the petunias. Lots and lots of different color vincas. Oh, and here's what they did a Facebook post on the other day. So this is all the different color agastache. Another beautiful perennial that I would love to have in my yard. So we're gonna have to make us a trip down here soon and load the truck up. Lantana. This is a perennial for us here in Zone 8B called Miss Huff. Comes back every year. Some more perennials here. We got red hot pokers. We got guara, the white blooming guara, as well as the pink bloomer. Purple heart, digitalis or foxglove, some Gallardia. Looks great out here, Jovi. You're doing a good job, girl. Salvia of all different colors, even this blue one. This must be blue suede shoes. This is the salvia that we had planted by the back door, Salvia gregii, but we had the red version of it. Salvia has become one of my favorite perennials here lately. One, the pollinators love it, the bees, and then the hummingbirds just adore it. We've got different color veronicas, pink, purple, blues, color. Just it's an overflow right now. Oh, this is a neat little plant. This one's called Vermillionaire. This is a Kufia. Cool little perennial. Of course, your cone flowers, variegated sedums, standard sedums, funky leaf sedums, purple sedums, variegated sedums, lime green sedums. And then these chick charms, which I showed you guys in a recent video, they have just got a crazy variety of colors and textures. These are really a good seller down here at the garden center. Man, look at these canna lilies. This is kind of similar to what we have down there in the koi pond. Then we step into the shaded area here. Caladiums again, euchera, astilbe, Linton rose, cast iron plants, variegated fatsia. Oh man, there's just too many plants to put in one video, and it's making me really want to go plant some stuff in the yard. But hey, special thanks to you for checking the channel out. Give the video a like if you don't mind, and consider subscribing if you hadn't already. Also, a huge shout out to our buddies at Kingdom Gardens for all of our water features, and a big shout out to our buddy Greg Wittstock with Aquascape. Appreciate him coming out and filming our little garden center. Hope you guys are having a great time in your garden, and I sure appreciate you watching. Always remember, the more you know, the more you grow. We'll see you on the next video.